Today, we'll look at 10 animals that were scarier than dinosaurs. You'll think that dinosaurs were harmless and perhaps even friendly compared to the beasts I'll show you today. Arthropleura. I'm going to start with an animal that was not as big as a dinosaur. In fact, it wasn't even a carnivore, but I'm sure you'd be quite scared and probably a bit grossed out if you were to encounter it today. I'm pretty confident you'd rather see a dinosaur instead of this animal. The Arthropleura was a millipede that could reach lengths of up to 2.5 meters, which means if it were to stand on the lower end of its 1,000 feet, it would be higher than a Christmas tree. The Arthropleura is known to be the largest invertebrate of all time. With such aspect, I doubt any predators would want to mess with it. Dunkleosteus. Even the name sounds scary already. If you're wondering what this animal looked like, let me start out that the Dunkleosteus was a fish. Of course, we're not talking about a cute tropical fish or even a shark like the one from Jaws. This prehistoric fish was 33 feet long, which means it was almost twice as long as the height of a giraffe from its head to its feet. However, what makes this animal threatening is not only its size, but also its sharp teeth. The bones in its jaw kept growing continuously, up until the point where their edges would become so sharp as they rubbed against each other. These were useful tools to pierce and chew on their prey. This fish was as heavy as a hippopotamus and could easily snatch its prey in less than a second. Lopterus. The Lopterus was an aquatic arthropod. The best way to explain it is by pointing out that some people call it a giant sea scorpion. Can you picture that? If scorpions are scary already, I don't want to imagine what it would be like to come face to face with a giant one in the middle of the ocean. It's an experience that would definitely keep me away from the waters for good. Although its maximum size has not been confirmed, some experts believe the largest Lopterus could have reached a length of 2.5 meters, making it taller than humans if it were to stand. This animal is believed to have lived in fresh water, making it a threat to other arthropods and smaller fish. Poor animals didn't stand a chance against this huge creature. Helicoprion. One of the craziest facts about the Helicoprion is that no one has been able to properly classify it and associate it to the other animal groups we have today. We can say it's a fish because it lived in the water, but paleontologists don't have enough information to categorize it. Its teeth worked like a circular blade, without any proper teeth in the upper jaw. This creature could gum you and bite you at the same time. Quite scary and gross. The lower teeth were sharp, so it's safe to assume that the Helicoprion was a carnivore. What scientists can't figure out yet is whether it fed on small or big animals. They can only speculate, as they still haven't found any remains of a skull to properly figure out what its diet was. One thing is for sure, that odd-looking jaw is more than enough to scare us all if we were to encounter it in the ocean today. Lyopleurodon. Plesiosaurs were a group of marine reptiles that went extinct almost at the same time as dinosaurs. Therefore, scientists are divided as to which one is greater. This carnivorous beast weighed over 3,500 pounds and reached lengths of over 30 feet. More than a quarter of its body consisted of a massive skull and an enormous jaw and several rows of razor-sharp teeth. Judging by its weight, Lyopleurodon was an apex predator of the marine ecosystem, where it fed on squids, fish, and smaller marine reptiles, although they weren't as fast as great white sharks when swimming. Sarcosuchus. This giant predator is also called sewer croc. Although it is technically a crocodile, it's a distant species relative. The only difference was in their size, measuring almost 40 feet long. This animal was almost twice as long as a saltwater crocodile. It weighed a whopping 8 metric tons or more, meaning that it could face any predator that comes its way, including the dinosaurs. You probably think the dinosaurs had all the power in the animal kingdom, until you learn that the Sarcosuchus may have ate them for lunch. Unlike modern crocodiles that attain maturity in 10 years, the Sarcosuchus keeps growing steadily throughout its lifetime. This explains its size. Although it is unclear if this animal consumed dinosaurs for lunch, there's no reason for both animals to live peacefully within the same space. Mosasaurus. Like the plesiosaurs, mosasaurs were not dinosaurs, but marine reptiles. Although they were called the T-Rex of the sea, they were nothing like them. Measuring almost 60 feet in length, they were the biggest of their kind. In fact, it was one of the most dangerous creatures roaming the waters in the Cretaceous period. It resembled a massive crocodile, as it was equipped with only fins, allowing it to navigate the water. There are different species of this animal, and even though they have slightly different morphological features, they share similar traits. Like snakes, mosasaurs had 2 rows of teeth in their upper jaw and a smaller one at the center and rear of their mouths. Megalodon. The Megalodon is an extinct shark species that is famous among prehistoric creatures. It's thought to resemble a modern-day great white, however, the latter comes nothing close to it in terms of size. While the great white shark measures 20 feet long and weighs over 7,000 pounds, the Megalodon is estimated to be 60 feet in length and weigh between 50 to 100 metric tons. Quetzalcoatlus. Although the pterodactyl has been featured in some dinosaur movies, it's not a dinosaur. Rather, it's a pterosaur, a different order from dinosaurs. However, they were not the most dangerous thing in the skies. The Quetzalcoatlus is the most dangerous and largest creature to fly in the sky. The only problem is that scientists cannot give us a definitive size due to poor fossil records. However, modern researchers estimate their wingspan to be around 35 feet. While it's difficult to measure their weight, they could be as much as 550 pounds. Although this animal roamed the skies, it often flew low over the ground. When they saw prey, they dive bomb it with their sharp beaks. Thalatoosaurus. Having been classified in 2013, it's one of the latest ancient animals discovered. This creature was an ichthyosaur, a group of marine reptiles confused as dinosaurs. They measured 28 feet long and were apex predators whose massive jaws allowed them to hunt prey. As big as they were, they are the oldest known apex predators in Earth's history since its discovery.